Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and we have some really nice and uplifting matter to look at today. The Chair, written by Peter Smeddy, art by Kevin Christensen, who I think has denounced Peter Smeddy since this existed, which is kind of silly because Peter is interested in comics and making comics and putting comics in your hands. But, people get pressured, they get misconceptions in their head, and none of that really matters for the book. We got some nice uplifting subject matter. But one thing that's nice is look at this. Now, one thing about this book is it's not the current edition. It's the original first printing of the graphic novel. The art style in the first portion of the story is like this. Look how gritty and grimy and disgusting it is. The story, before the twist, well, even after the twist, but especially before the twist, is of a man imprisoned for killing 12 children. The prison guards are sadistic. They beat and torture the people. They do terrible things to the food, and they kill them in the most horrifying, sadistic ways possible. For example, this page right here. This guy is a soldier. He did not kill a bunch of children, and he got court-martialed when a suicide bomber killed some other soldiers. The suicide bomber was a child. They slammed the gate down on him, cut him in half. Then they probably cook him a little bit with the electricity. Yeah, he's kind of smoking or something here. Macabre, terrible. It's terrifying. The first part of this. How much of it? I guess the first 2/3 of the book, really. It's just brutal. It's absolutely brutal. The writing is engaging. You really start feeling for the main character, Sully. Oh, look. You really feel for him. An innocent man, wrongfully imprisoned. They've got a lunatic down the hall that spouts the same two lines over and over. He was murdering and raping couples in the park. That guy who had his limbs cut off was a pedophile. It's absolutely brutal. Whatever's going on in this prison. Now there's a twist at the end, and I don't want to spoil the story. I know there's a new edition of this coming out. I think this week. I think it's tomorrow, the 22nd. So this is a good time to check this out. Or not 22nd. What is this? This is Monday. It'll be the 23rd. It's Monday that I'm recording this. The video will go up on the 22nd, so the book should be out on the 23rd. Lettering is pretty good. Hold on, let me find it. I don't want to flip through too much of the book. There was one bit in the lettering. Yeah, this right here. Look at this page. The lettering is used to impeccable effect. That's super slick. It's a really good horror story. The twist, when you get there, is just kind of like a knife getting turned. Now, I've told you there's a twist, but you should have expected that. I don't know a horror story made in the last, 20 years that didn't have, with the twist in it. M. Night Shyamalan, right? People did that before him, but he's the one that kind of popularized it with the twist. You remember the ad campaigns for The Village where they were pretending it was real and stuff. Anyway. This dates from the 2000s. You can tell Peter Smeddy must have been in a pretty dark place when he wrote this. It is nasty and grimy. It weighs down on you. I want to show you just a little bit of the art from somewhere later, just to show you the change in art style that accompanies the change in what's going on in the story. No. Alright, I guess this is probably pretty good. I don't think this gives too much away, but you can see the art is cleaner. It's not as sketchy and insane. It's not as dark. The places look like real places as opposed to the terrifying specter of death, which hangs over the first probably 3 issues of the book. It does feel a little abrupt when we get that change in perspective. And then the very end of the book is such a downer. It's like an airplane crashing into the earth. I liked reading it, but man, I don't know if I ever want to read The Chair again. I probably should go back and reread the floppy issues that I have. I read those like when I first got them, and I kind of forgot all the stuff that went on in this until I reread this first edition here with the nice little sketch inside. It's a good book. You might want to check it out if you haven't checked it out before. The issues are probably up on the alternate Etsy store. If I remember right, these were only the floppies were only $1 a pop. If they're still up, I don't know if they are. You might be able to find them on a website or something. Anyway, it's a good dark story. Check it out. Bye-bye.